a bit of a problem here. The head does not want to sit on the dowel. So you can kind of see that this side is seated properly. That one's touching. But this one is not wanting. It's this dowel is not seating properly. So you can see there's still a gap there. I'm trying to kind of wiggle it so it'll go down. Let's try it. I don't know, for some reason the dowels won't seat. It's not seating properly, but I'm hoping that once I torque the head down, it'll seat on the dowels. That or it'll fuck the head up, one of those. Shit, dude. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with it. Maybe I should just pick it up until it lines up. I got the head on there. This side seated, and this side does not want to seat. I don't know why. Before it was the opposite. This side seated, and then the other side didn't want to seat. So I don't know what the hell, dude. So I'm hoping that when I tighten it, it'll seat properly. I know that doesn't sound good, but maybe I'll go 10. Maybe I'll go 10, 30, and then 60, 90, 100. I'll do a 4-step. But yeah, dude. Hopefully the dowel doesn't fuck up the block. But it's supposed to just kind of just sit on there. But I don't know. There's just so much crap on the head. Maybe it's wanting to stay cockeyed, you know. But this side goes in, so I know the dowels will go in, you know. Hopefully the dowel will just guide it in the way, you know. So, all right, here goes. I'm gonna. So the next step in installing the head studs is you need to lube the nuts. You can't really lube the threads too well. You can try, but so here's the fastener stuff. It just said it says Molly lube. So kind of nasty. So they said to lube the even lube the washer. They said. So lube the nut as good as you can. This is gonna be messy. I don't think it's doing too good a job. There's a good goop in there. And then get a washer. Stuck to each other. So I'll have to grab a couple at a time. Alright. Stuck to each other. Not cool. So on the washer. Okay. Should be good. And then I'm gonna try to, it's really hard because it's really tight in some places on this head, especially on the corners. Try to get some of that lube in there on the threads as best as you can. I can only really get my finger in one place now. Get in there as best as you can. So I'm going to do that for the rest of these. You know, I probably should have done the studs before I lowered the head. So that's one thing you can do. These ones in the middle are easier. Alright, so once you got some done, let's go ahead and start putting them in. And that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough too. For some of them. Let's try to do the easy ones first. Some are going easier than others. Somewhere you can kind of just let it drop in there. There's not enough space. If you got fat fingers, sorry. This is gonna be tough. Also, if you make a mistake and you drop it down there somewhere, you can use a magnet tool to get it out. So it helps get it in the right position too. And then just kind of get a socket, the socket that you're going to be using. Just kind of tighten it in there a little bit. Oh, didn't work. Great. I like them apples. With the problem with these head studs, the washers will not go down anymore because they're hitting the head. I think the way that you were supposed to do it before is you're supposed to put the washers. Yeah, you're supposed to put the washers in, and like you can put them in at an angle, and it'll fit there. So this one I kind of pounded in. See, I pounded it in so it would kind of go through to a spring. But now this one's having problems. See, look. Not wanting to seat very well. See it? Yeah, see? What a piece of shit, man. It's just one thing after another. This is not going very smoothly. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, what I did is I got this, I pressed down on it, and hopefully the spring will give enough where the washer will seat flat. So here we go. Now I'm going to use a hammer. I just read up on good old DSM tuners. This says 2 to 3 of the washers will not fit properly. Well, there's 4 of them that won't fit. So what they're saying is you can move the spring out of the way enough where the washer will go in. So that's what I'm going to try to do right now, without fucking it up, hopefully. This is proving difficult. Like you gotta lift them up. You gotta put the washers in first before you put the studs in. Bitch. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to lift that head back up. This is like a lot of them will not fit. Like 4 of them will not fit. So the best thing to do is just lift the head back up. And then I gotta move the motor mount out of the way. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is trying my patience. This is the hardest head install I've ever done, man. This is a 4063, no fun. No fun. HadesOmega out. This is the horse shit I'm having to deal with. So I've pulled the head again. I pulled it, but not all the way. Just enough where just the studs are just barely peeking out of there. And what I'm gonna do is I can't even do that. These ones on the side are like, there's so much. They said you can grind the side of the bolts, so I mean the washer, so it'll go in. But it's a lot you have to grind off. So I'm just gonna be very carefully. So where's the washers? Right, here's one washer. So what I'm gonna do is, while it's like that, I'm just gonna. Oh, it's the engine thing. Okay, I don't want to do it from this side because I might knock the hood closed. I don't want that. I'm just gonna drop this in there very carefully and see it's still hung up. Piece of shit, man. There. Okay, I got it in flat. Making sure I can nudge it right under the spring. This fucking sucks, dude. I'm telling you. So yeah, the other one managed to get in there. When I lifted it out, it was able to clear it. So I'm so tired of this right now. I don't want to be doing this anymore. This is yeah, I didn't know, you know, I didn't know this was gonna happen. It's one thing after another, one thing after another. Alright, so I got 2 in here. I should have another washer somewhere. It's kind of weird. Oh no, those ones are on there. Yeah, I think I should have one more. Anyway, I'm gonna get them in, and we'll see if I can get them in. Alright, they're all in there. Look at that. They're all flat in there now. So hopefully when I lower it, it doesn't catch on anything. It doesn't want to pull the washer up into the spring or anything. Or else I'll know what's holding it. Yeah, so I think I can lower it very carefully now. There we go. If you have a 4063 and you're putting ARP head studs in it, put the washers in before. You don't have to put them all in, but these ones at the end, this one, that one, and these 2 will not go in if the head studs are in there, because the head studs are in the way. And I tried to nudge the springs around, it didn't work. So shit, dude, I wouldn't fuck anything up doing that. But then you're gonna have to wind up doing what I did, pull the head again, just enough so the studs are just barely sticking out, and then kind of like stick the washer in there and like put it in at like kind of an angle so it seats flat. So there you go. This is the only head I've seen that needed to do that. What a piece of dookie. 4063, you are trying my patience. Look at this. When I lowered it in there, I thought, oh yeah, the spring will hold it in. It'll keep it from happening. But no, it flipped it. Oh my god. And the sad thing is, all of them went in except for that one. So because of that, I have to lift the head again. So I finally got them in there. Daggone washers are all in there. So now I'm having another problem again with the dowels not wanting to go in again. So I'm hoping that when I start tightening the head studs, that it will go in. But look, see, it's hung up on it. I hung up on both of them. They just won't go in. So I'm hoping that they'll naturally just pop right down when I tighten it. What a pain in the ass. I was going to make a video on how to install ARP head studs, but I don't think I'm going to do it anymore. Got them all in there. Well, it looks like that dowel's starting to seat. Sorta. Yeah, looks like they are. Hopefully they'll seat when I tighten them. So I'm going to do like 15 foot-pounds. Hey, kitty. So, I'm going to do 15 foot-pounds first. I'm going to go 15, 30, 60, and then 90. But the 15 is just so I can seat the dowel. Alright, here it goes. Alright, before I start tightening, here's the install sequence, basically the opposite of the removal sequence. So you start in the center, 1, 2, and then you work your way out. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As opposed to like working outside like last time. So, here it goes. It's a little windy. My pages don't want to stay still. Oops, I missed it. I didn't get it on video, but hey, I got it to seat. I got it to seat by just tightening the bolts, and it went down pretty flat. I can tell, like, every time I tightened it, I just used this, and I did it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I did that, and it spun every time. Every time it was loose. So like it's finally seated now. So I'm gonna start torquing it. Oh boy! All right. So yeah, You missed the good part. That took a good, like, probably 5 minutes to do. So now I can finally start torquing. I'm going to start torquing at, I'm going to do like 20, I guess. I can do 20, 30, 60 to 90. So here it goes. So number 1. Number 2. That's already 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay. That's 20. So that's 20 foot-pounds. I'm going to go to 30 foot-pounds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go redo it again at 30, just to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's 30. Okay, now we're the big boys now. So I'm gonna do 60 now. Double 60. I don't know how accurate my torque wrench is, but we're going to 90. Alright, so 1. My knees hurt so much right now from bending over. 1. 2. So it's important to kind of get like a one smooth long pull. 3. Let me move the hood where it should be. 4. That one kind of slipped. That wasn't good. Great. So much for one long pull, right? 5. I guess if you have to go again, then you gotta go again. I can guarantee you this. The more torque that you put on it, the less you're gonna be able to move it. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. So I'm gonna go do 60 again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Okay. And then finally, 90. Like I said, I don't know how accurate this torque wrench is, but should get you in the ballpark. Alright, this one's going to be quite a bit of force. Two. Oh. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like the studs are moving. I don't know. Well, whatever. As long as you can torque it to 90, I don't give a shit, dude. Oh my god. Oh. 6. Ugh, it seems like the ones on the right side are the harder ones to do. Now 7. 8. Okay. And 9. 10. Oh boy. Woo! Alright. Then I'm going to do 90 one more time just to make sure everything is at 90. Okay. 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 Don't worry about the wrench moving too much. Okay. 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 Oh, my back hurts. Okay, that's it. Done. Woo! Finish. Finito. Can't believe we finished it. So next will be the timing belt, but I'm done for tonight, man. I guess I can put the turbo on. Yeah, I can put the turbo on. Or maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. So there you go, got the head in there. They're all in there. Some of them look like they moved a lot more than others. No, not really. I don't know, I can tell, like, I think I should have just screwed them in until they bottomed out, because it looks like some of them just kind of moved. The whole thing moved with it along the way, but whatever. I torqued it to 90. It's on there. I hope it wasn't getting hung up on anything. There it is. Finally, right? I have a whole engine again. Alright, so I'm going to go install the gasket on this turbo and the bolts. It's a pretty important part, and then I'll probably put the bolts back in that thing. Alright, HadesOmega out. Woo!